This is exercise number 1. It is called Create the Manufacturing Setup. It has three steps. Step number 1, create a manufacturing setup. Step number 2, examine the manufacturing setup. Step number 3, examine the operations subtypes. Create the manufacturing setup. Objective: define an assembly structure that contains a holding fixture part and raw blank stock. Open MNF21 MFG, assemble slotted adjuster. It's already open. You can view the manufacturing assembly structure by clicking the Assembly Navigator tab on the resource bar. Choose File tab, New. Okay, File tab, New. In the new dialog box, click the Manufacturing tab. It's here. The Manufacturing template option appears in the list. You will select the template that represents the type of part you will be machining. In the templates group from the units list, select inches. It's already selected. In the templates list, select Machinery Essentials. It's already selected. In the file name here, in the file name group, the file name and folder location are added by default. The suffix _setup_1 is added to the file name. In the part to reference group, the original part name appears in the name box here. Click OK. NX creates a manufacturing assembly, loads the manufacturing templates, creates the default object groups, and starts the manufacturing application. You can view the manufacturing assembly structure by clicking the Assembly Navigator tab on the resource bar. We can see the order of the assembly here, clicking here, which is the Assembly Navigator. Choose File type. Choose File tab, Preferences, Visualization, File tab, Preferences, Visualization. In the Visualization Preferences dialog box, on the left side, expand the rendering node and select Graphics. Rendering node, select Graphics. And select Graphics. In the Graphics group, ensure that translucency is selected. Okay, it's already selected. Click OK. Examine the manufacturing setup. Objective: interrogate the model to see the group in the Operation Navigator. On the resource bar, click the Operation Navigator tab. Right-click in the background of the Operation Navigator and choose Program Order View. Okay, on the resource bar, click Operation Navigator. Here, this is the Operation Navigator. And then we select Program Order View. the NC program and use items and 1, 2, 3, 4 objects groups have been created. Note, you can rename the 1, 2, 3, 4 program object group folder to a more meaningful name. We can change this to anything underscore operation 1. As you create operations, NX places them inside the object group that you assigned to the operation. Alright, step number 3. Right-click the name column of the operation navigator and choose Machine Tool View, which is right here. Right-click in the background of the operation navigator and choose Expand All. The generic machine and use items carrier and 2D packet objects group have been created. On the top border bar, click Geometry View. This is Geometry View. Right-click in the background of the operation navigator and choose Expand All. The geometry, comma, and use items, comma, MCS underscore mill, comma, and workpiece object groups have been created. On the top border bar, click Machining Method View. The method, comma, and used items, comma, and several method objects group have been created. Examine the operation subtypes. Objective: continue to study the part by looking at the operation subtypes. Choose Home tab, Insert Group, Create Operation. Home tab, Insert Group, Create Operation. Notice that the operation subtype options that are available, these options or subtype options. The options you see are determined by the setup you select. The operation subtype you select determines the default files such as postprocessors that are available to you. In the Create Operation dialog box, click Cancel here. Choose Home tab, Insert Group, Create Tool. Home tab, Insert Group, Create Tool. Notice the tool subtype options that are available. 4 subtypes. The available options are determined by the type option you select in the Create Tool dialog box. In the Create Tool dialog box, click Cancel. Cancel. Choose Home tab, Insert Group, Create Geometry. Home tab, Insert Group, Create Geometry. Notice the geometry subtype options that are available. These are the 4 subtype options. The available options are determined by the type option you select in the Create Geometry dialog box. In the Create Geometry dialog box, click Cancel. Close all parts without saving. And that's the end of this exercise. Exercise basic manufacturing. Exercise number 1.